Today, in arguably one of the most trypophobic tracks in Marble World ever, we have come to another event of the Marble World Extreme Sports Championship. Today, we have a rather extreme track with a lot of bumpers. It is today's specialty for the event of today, the Bumper Plinko. Alright, today we have around 2 meters worth of bumpers, and the marbles will be going down. Well, it's gonna be a lot of chaos. And oh yes, as a safety precaution before this event, well, because the marbles would be very dizzy if they go through the Bumper Plinko at very high intensity from the bumpers. Well, I just decided to change that and made the bumpers not strong. So right now it's at 0.1. Alright, so today, so this is how the thing works. So there will be 4 teams. 2 representatives from each team will go into this event, and then they will be playing in this track. I mean, like racing in this track, not playing. There's no playtime out here. And the two fastest second marbles from each team will get the team to advance to the next round. Alright, so we'll be starting the first race after we look at the final standings from the last event, and then we'll start. Okay, so here's the final standings from the last event. Well, I just also realized that the Greyhounds were they accidentally lost 1 point to the blue marbles, so the blue marbles are giving the points back because the blue marbles third in the last event. And yes, the podium from the last event is changed too. So let's take as though it was just a technical error and nothing else happened. Alright, so now let's start the first race. Alright, so now we have the Wood Breakers, Winter Wanderers, Fireballs, and Blue Marbles. Alright, so let's start the race, and then we'll see who emerges on top in this event. And everyone going to the center for this. And right now it's the Fireballs. I see both of their marbles are quite far ahead, but they're slowly falling into the clutches of the other marbles. Right now it's the blue marbles leading the way. The Wood Breakers and Winter Wanderers aren't far behind, so are the Fireballs. And it seems like this marble having a bit of a hard time through that sector, but I think it'll get on top. No, wait, it's gonna be the Wood Breakers, or is it? Which I have to see, and the Wood Breakers emerge victorious. And right now, the results are slowly rolling in. And yep, so based on this, since the second Blue Marbles member finished 5th, and the second Winter Wanderers member finished 6th, while the Wood Breakers and Fireballs are going into the 5 to 8 final. Whereas Blue Marbles and Winter Wanderers, they're going into the 1 to 4 final. Alright, so after this we'll be commencing the second event. The second race for this event in 4 out of 8 in the MWESC. Okay, so the second heat is up and ready to go. It will be the Greyhounds, Galleon Galaxies, Rainbow Rockers, and Nimble Nettles. Alright, so let's commence the second heat right now, and let's see who wins now. Alright, so the race is starting now. So everyone going towards the middle, and let's take a shot out here. Yep, so the Galleon Galaxy seems to have both their marbles in the lead, or is it? One is on the side, one is towards the middle. The Greyhounds are in the lead now. I think they will take the win in this. skipping a few rows of bumpers in the process. Alright, the Golden Galaxies, they're rolling through now, so they will advance rating 1 to 4. The Greyhounds are through. The Nimble Nettles are 5th and 6th, and the Rainbow Rockers are 7th and 8th. Alright, so the Golden Galaxies and Greyhounds advancing to the next, to the 1 to 4 final. As for the others, well, they're going to the 5 to 8. Alright, now we'll be commencing the 5 to 8 final. Alright, now is the Rainbow Rockers, Fireballs, Nimble Nettles, and Woodbreakers. Alright, so the 5 to 8 final, it will be commencing. Right, and now, so everyone is going through the start, shuffling out a bit, and the Fireballs, they're taking the easy line, skipping a few rows of bumpers, I think. Yeah, skipping a few rows is definitely the best strategy out here when it comes to the bumper Plinko. The Fireball is having a bit of a hard time, while the Fireballs are continuing to advance. They have quite a few of their team members up in the front, but I think that some of them will be finishing first, and the Fireballs has gone through. So right now, just a race between the final 4, Nimble Nettles and Rainbow Rockers, and we got the results. So yes, so one of each member finished in the top 4. So the bottom 4 of this heat determines the finishing positions. So the Fireballs, they will take 5th place, the Rainbow Rockers in 8th, 6th for the Woodbreakers, and 7th for the Nimble Nettles. Well, their agility didn't help them this time, but it might help in another event. But as far as I know, they're probably not living up to their name by calling themselves Nimble. Alright, now we'll be doing the ultimate finale 1 to 4 after a while. Yes. Okay, so the ultimate finale is now coming. It's between the Greyhounds, Blue Marbles, Golden Galaxies, and Winter Wanderers. Alright, let's start this race and get our podium. So the race starts now, and everyone is rushing through. Right now the Blue Marbles are in the lead, but being in the lead doesn't mean everything. You always need your teammate with you. And right now I think that the Blue Marbles are still doing a good job of it, but the Golden Galaxies going side by side, they're not willing to lose. And looking at the standings from the midway point that was a while ago from this event, is the Blue Marbles. They could win, and it seems like the Blue Marbles, they finished 5th, and their teammate has also finished earlier, so they'll be taking the win in this event. After quite a few events of hardship, they have eventually won one. Good for them. Alright, so once again, one of each team member has finished in the top 4. But right now it is 5 to 8. So the Blue Marbles, they are the champions of the bumper Plinko. The Golden Galaxies will take 2nd place after the Winter Wanderers staying back up to forms. They're going for 3rd. As for the Greyhounds, well, they'll be getting 4th. Well, they may be a bit disappointed, but I know that they can improve in the next event. Alright, now let's look at the podium. And here is the final podium for the event of today, the bumper Plinko. Alright, so the Golden Galaxies are in 2nd, Winter Wanderers in 3rd, still getting up to form. It's always been getting a top half finish. Right now, you could say there's rumors spreading if they're taking steroids or not. And of course, the Blue Marbles, they're feeling triumphant. They have another win. They have a win in event, and it's today in which they emerge on top of the podium. Alright, now let's look at the final standings. Alright, this is the final standings. after this event. So we have the Winter Wanderers once again in the lead. Their lead is now at 5 points over the Galleon Galaxy. Although it was 6 the last event, so yep, the other teams have got some work to do if they really want to continue and take out the Winter Wanderers in the final half of this championship tournament. The Blue Marbles are now sitting in third after a lot of hardships throughout the past 3 events. And as for the Rainbow Rockers and Fireballs, they definitely aren't feeling happy right now. They're sitting in the bottom 2, 17 and 15 points away from the Winter Wanderers respectively. But now we have to turn our focus to event 5 coming soon. And yeah, thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And yes, there's a lot of videos on the channel that you can watch if you want to. And yes, have a good day and see you in the next video.